Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. My name is Emily. Welcome to my page. I'm from the Philippines originally. So magandang araw, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, magandang buhay sa ating lahat. Okay, so welcome to my page. I am the owner of this page, and today you are watching the Digital Talk with Emily. So welcome to the show because I am your host. Today, we have a very special guest. She is coming to us live all the way from Australia. And as you know already, to a lot of you watching, familiar with the Digital with Emily, you know that I do this to demonstrate we are a global business community. You know, I bring in business partners from all over the world to discuss their journey to the business, where they got into the business, how it's doing, and how it's helping them in their personal and professional lives. And why you should listen watch this interview, because we know that there are so many of us needing a way out of the 95 grind, wanting maybe a backup plan, for the family, and maybe just wanting to retire early and knowing that we have something, waiting for us to make our retirement years really golden. And today, I would like you to help me welcome our guest from the land down under. Hello,
Hi,
Catherine.
Emily.
How are you? It's
I'm
good morning
good,
there.
thank you.
Good
Yeah, it is good
morning
morning.
and good
Yes.
afternoon here.
Good
Yeah.
afternoon to all our viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. It's so good to be here today with you.
Well, thank you so much for coming to the show. I mean, I'm really so impressed already. I mean, the story you shared with me, beforehand, really very interesting. And it's even your husband actually who introduced you, who encouraged you to do this. Often it's the husband who is skeptical, but in your situation, it's the
Yeah.
opposite. So we'd love to hear that. Anyway, yeah, we're doing this because we want to inspire people. We want to share them the goodness we
Mm,
have found doing this business. Even though, let's say, they are stay-at-home moms like you, like myself, they can still do something from the comfort of their homes. And even if they're working, working parents, they can still do this because so many of us actually still have jobs. But many who have like a second job, third jobs, they have just one job now. And this plan B
yeah.
became their plan A. Okay, so now, Catherine, please introduce to us who Catherine is.
Thank you so much, Emily. I'm Catherine Ohimine. I'm a mom of three. I've got two boys and a girl. I'm originally from Nigeria and I'm currently living in South Australia. And I've been doing this business for a little over 7 months now, and it's been an amazing journey.
I can see
Very,
that.
very beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. All right. Now, actually, you said something like earlier, it was your husband who encouraged you. I mean, because really, it's not very often it's the husband encouraging the wife to do this business. I mean, like, we would love to hear that part later. But anyway, so you were originally from Nigeria, moving into the
Mm,
UK, and then now you are in Australia from since 2018, right? So you love it there.
mhm.
So were you looking for something like a side hustle? Or was it your husband looking for something for a side hustle? Because he's a medical doctor.
Actually, yes. So we moved from Nigeria in 2018 to the UK, and my journey, I think we both collectively we had a good time, but personally, my journey has been one of like a bittersweet um, folktale because while I had so much dreams and aspiration about going to the UK, it was met with like a cultural shock for me. Yeah, I had just one child at the time, and coming from back home where I had support and everything, it was really challenging. It seemed like my personal goals, my qualifications, my experience didn't count for anything in the UK. Like I just couldn't fit in like the way he had a smooth transition, and I had to start doing a care job, which was what was more suitable for my family at the time. And yeah. And then in 2020, we moved to Australia again, and I had more hopes and everything. And like the UK, it was similar struggle. You know how it is with immigrants. You come in with all your qualification, and it seems like, oh, you have to start again. Oh, your qualification is not relevant here, or you need to do some top-up course and everything. And even after doing those courses, you still cannot fit in the work life and family life. So that has been a struggle until and of course my family kept growing, so from one child to two and then to three. Yeah, so my husband, at the time, 2 years ago, my husband saw this business. He watched the webinar. He did the coaching call. I was very skeptical. He was interested in the business for me because I've always wanted to. I don't know how to just sit idle. I've always wanted to be productive, so I kept going from one shift to another. But family, of course, was suffering. You get. So he wanted something and he saw it and he felt, okay, this is something you can do. It's from home, it's flexible, and yeah. But trust me, I when I went into the VIP Facebook group, I looked at it and I'm like, it's too good to be true. Yeah. I felt like, nah, this result, it can't be, it's too good to be true. Yeah. So I said, no, I'm not interested, you know. And then I kept on doing my job, working, juggling jobs between shifts here and there. And 2022, my daughter came and I had family with me. My parents visited, my mother-in-law visited. So for nearly 2 years, I had support, or for like 18 months, I had family support. And then it came time when they were to return back home, and the reality dawned on me that I could no longer keep up with work, having three kids, all under the age of 7. And that was when I started passionately looking again for something to do. Where do I fit in? What do I do? How do I work from home? There were so many opportunities, work from home opportunities, but I was looking for something that would allow me work with my kids. And God bless one lady whose ad kept popping on my feed. I was praying about something like, okay, I need to find something to do. And she kept coming. I kept seeing her. At some point, I sent her a message like, you're stealing my sleep. That was how much, yes, because I was seeing her in different shades and every now and then. Yeah, and then it dawned on me that this could be a sign from God. Like, you know what? Why not check it and see what this is about? Yeah, and that was when I went into it. I had a second look, and I'm like, okay. This time I was coming from a place of I needed change. I needed
Yeah.
change. Yeah. And that was how I hopped in. And trust me, my life has seen a total turnaround.
You're
Yeah.
right. Wow, it's amazing. A story there, journey into the business. You mentioned about juggling, like work and home. It's like
Yeah.
juggling
Yeah.
multiple balls in the air. I mean, each ball
Yeah.
represents a
Yeah.
responsibility, right? Or a task, whether it's,
True.
home related, work related, anything. And you must keep the balance,
Yeah.
all the time. Otherwise, you could drop anything. And everything
Well,
is
it was
basically
difficult to
equally
get that
important.
balance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, yeah, you have to succeed. You have to maintain the balance all the time, meaning to say you have to have your focus on all of them equally,
Yeah.
right? Not
Yeah.
favoring one over the other. And that cannot be
Mm.
easy if you have kids, like little kids,
Yeah.
you said, right?
Yeah. It's not.
And in the beginning, it was a little bit easier for you because you have your family with you there, mother-in-law, your
Yes.
mom. But when they
Mm.
left, I mean, it's just you and your husband. I mean, you have to adjust
It
again,
was.
and
Yes.
so with you chose priorities to be in order. have them in order,
True.
right
True.
order actually. So, and
Mm.
besides, like you said, one doctor in the family is enough.
Is enough, trust me. Is
Okay,
enough.
that's
Yeah.
enough. Okay, so to everyone watching the Did You Talk with Emily today, please
Mm.
register on Catherine's website if you're following her, or mine if you're following me, because we have webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. But registration is open; they can register anytime, right, Catherine? Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so
sure.
why this digital business? What did you like about this digital business? Because
Well,
you saw some other business models out there before.
yes, I did see a lot of options. But for me, given my family dynamics, I knew that a traditional brick and mortar business
Oh yeah.
wouldn't be feasible for me. Yeah, because I wanted something that will make me present. My husband already has a very busy career. One of us needed to be present for the kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I was drawn to this business because of the automation, the
Yeah.
automated business model, the fact that it
Mm-hmm.
allows me to be present for my children while still thriving as an entrepreneur. It hit it for me really good. And then the community aspect of this business, it also resonated with me because one of the challenges I had of being a stay-at-home mom was not meeting people. I felt
Mm-hmm.
like I was lagging behind. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
socializing and everything. Yeah, so
Mhm,
coming in and seeing a community of like minds, especially because
mhm,
it focuses on empowering others, that's a value that aligns deeply with me, you know. And then the flexibility to work from anywhere. I love to travel. I love
mhm,
to travel. Yeah, so and of course I love to take out time with my husband, and I didn't want a situation where he's free and I have to go to work,
right.
So the flexibility to work from anywhere was also one of the things that one of the pointers for me. And then coming in and seeing the comprehensive training that made it accessible for even someone who isn't tech savvy,
Mhm,
and did not where your background, your experience was not a bone of contention. I mean, I just felt like, oh, this business offers the perfect blend of professional fulfillment and my personal balance that I was seeking. So I'm like, oh, why not? You know, that I mean, it met all my pointers. I'm like, okay,
mhm.
yeah, tick, 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 and yeah,
Yes,
that was it. I
that's
didn't
what's
need any more conviction at all. Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, this business really is laden with a lot of features, benefits that we all enjoy as entrepreneurs in this community. And that's where my mind is going right now. You mentioned about a traditional brick and mortar business. I mean,
Mm.
it's not a bad idea, but it's like having a bit. It's like you're going to work also, being there,
Yes,
like
yes.
physically, like you go back and forth there, and sometimes it's even more
Mm-hmm.
expensive because you have to hire additional help to be there for you on this. You can't be there, right?
Yes.
And yeah, it's a lot of headaches. You have to meet inspections, pass inspections, get the permits,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you're into selling inventory and everything, it's a lot of just a lot
It's a lot.
already.
It's as
It's
good
just
as
another
having
job.
multiple jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like having another job. Whereas this one, you do this with your kids. Even if you're just outside with
Mm-hmm.
them at the park, you're doing the business. So, and you love to travel, you take it with you. It's even a tax write off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and you mentioned about
Exactly.
the community support. I mean, seriously, this is like you are not on your own when you do this business, because we have coaches,
At
right,
all.
Catherine, and mentors
Mm-hmm.
too.
Yeah.
And
And
you just don't
mentors.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
like
it's
that.
awesome.
Okay, so now that you are doing this business, are you finding any challenges, Catherine?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it doesn't go without challenges, I mean,
Yes.
that's life normally. Yeah, so
Mhm.
for me, one of the first challenges I had one of the first ones I encountered when I started this business was time management. I was struggling with, the moment I unlocked my training and I started, it was like, oh my God, this is like a university on its own, Like I'm really not tech savvy at all. So coming to see a video-based training where I could do everything on my own without even
Mhm.
seeking external help or without paying an additional fee, it was mind blowing. So I got so engrossed in the wealth of knowledge that I kept pushing myself. I just wanted to finish the training. So I kept going nonstop for days. I barely
Mhm.
slept, trust me. And because I was determined to quickly finish up with the training and get started, I skipped some parts. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
okay, this one, I'll come back to it. And much later, I started encountering issues with Facebook, because what a lot of people don't know is using Facebook for personal use is a
Mhm.
completely different ball game for
Mhm.
as to when you start using it for business.
Yes.
That's
Mhm.
when you know that that is a different world on its own. They check every single thing. So I started encountering issues with Facebook, and I later realized it was because I skipped some parts. That was the challenge. That was why I had those challenges. So I had to
Yeah.
go back to redo it. And then I had to now set boundaries, because when you're in charge of your time, you know how you
Mhm.
go to work, you close and you come back home. But now this is it, your office is at home with you. Yeah, I
Right.
had to learn to not bring work to family time. So I created a
Mhm.
schedule, and
Mhm.
every day I just write my goals, like, okay, today I want to respond to emails, I want to sign up this, I want to do this. And
Yes.
as much as an so when I sit down, I try not to get
Mhm.
distracted. I
Mhm.
do what I'm here to do. And even if my phone is ringing, I look away from it at that time. Everybody who knows me knows that Wednesdays and Thursdays are my busiest days, because those are the days for my masterminds. Those are the days
Mhm.
for my
Mhm.
webinars and all. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I don't joke with those days. When
Mhm.
I sit down, I do my work. When I tick off everything on that list, then I get up
Mhm.
and I can take any calls or return any calls. And
Right.
at that time, I'm doing it from a place of fulfillment. I no longer flog myself if I don't achieve much.
Mhm.
I take it one step at a time. Another challenge I encountered in this business
Okay.
was dealing with opinions of people around me.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
Yes, yes. Many people are quick to offer you their 2 cents on what they think about the online space.
Mhm.
And that's because they often believe that everything online is a scam. Oh, it's not real. You can't trust it and all. But you know
Mhm.
what? There's a saying that the most expensive advice is the one you get for free. Because, yes, because
Mhm.
the people who are giving you the advice, they have good intentions, but they
Right.
don't know what you know. They are
Mhm.
not professionals in that line. So
Mhm.
as much as they try to advise you out of love, they can't provide good guidance, and that will lead to costly mistakes. I mean, the time lost if you miss an opportunity today is a mistake already, is a
Right.
missed one. You can't
Mm.
get it back, and that's very expensive.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
I try as much as possible to shut my ears to naysayers. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because yeah, I
Filter
try to
them,
shut
right?
myself. I see people who come to me and they say, "Oh, I can't do it enough for me." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, definitely." In school, we have people who we had friends who studied other courses from. I studied economics. I had friends in law. I had friends in business. But I
Mhm.
didn't move to business because I had friends who were doing it. So that's okay if you don't understand it. And I don't understand what they do there, but this is my field. So I
Mhm.
had to learn to shut the voices of naysayers around me, because I didn't want to have that to deal with. There's a saying that success leaves trails. I decided to move with people who are going on the same journey that I am going. So I'm following successful people, people of like mind, so that I guide myself very well with what I'm hearing, because this business is 90% your mindset and
Mm-hmm.
10% your physical input. So you need to be very sure, because it is not, it's a process, so I just had to shut down every negative voice around me and focus. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's why we gotta do like mindset every day. It's always has to be like a fresh mindset every day. And the
Yeah.
mastermind training, it's so good at lifting us because in anything, in any kind of work, anyway, even family life, there will be challenges. And sometimes it's,
Yeah.
it's too much for us to move forward sometimes. But then that's why we have this mastermind training. I mean, it's like the oxygen, right? Keeps us
True.
breathing,
True.
right? So it's beautiful. I
Yeah.
can totally relate, when you said earlier that you rush through things because I think it's like it's easy to fall on that human weakness, wanting results right away. That instant
Yes.
gratification that we
Yes.
want, that we all want, right? And on that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the constant proving to ourselves that we are capable, that we can do more,
Yes.
and doing all
Yes.
that in the shortest amount of time.
I
So
know. Oh
and then
my
we
God.
miss steps, once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
and I can totally relate. And maybe because we have that human weakness because we want to make up for lost time,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
that too. And we know that time is actually very valuable. We can't
It
lose any
is.
more of that. And just like this is the
Mhm.
month of August 23, right? Just 8 more days. It's gonna be September. So what are we
24.
doing in our lives? Yeah, I mean that's why we're doing these
Yeah.
interviews and go lives to really educate, inspire,
True.
inform our
True.
followers, supporters. And you mentioned something about this business being a godsend to you. I mean, it,
Oh
same here,
yes.
same here. I kept saying it to like even a year later. So I said, "Oh, this is God knocking." So I also prayed for that, I mean, so
Yeah.
everyone I have interviewed, they said the same thing, a godsend, like because they prayed for something and this is what they found. And that's why we are passing, sharing this information because really is there. We have seen so many having results because we are global. We are in 31 countries and we have over 200,000 members now. And a lot of our members actually doing this business, they're getting results like unbelievable,
Good
but there are
results.
actually
Yes.
real results. And we can
True.
have them too. Okay, now, Catherine, I know
Mm.
you're a very smart person, even married to a medical doctor, right? Uh, so, what do you tell those, let's say, asking you, what is this digital business? How do you respond to them? And what
Well,
you do?
um,
Mm-hmm.
so basically, digital business is about leveraging on the power of the internet to create income streams that works for you, you know, even while you're sleeping. It's about using the tools and platforms that we have to reach people globally, you
Yeah.
know, without needing to have a physical office or being tied to a specific location. Having a digital business gives you an upper hand over anyone who has a physical, because you can reach out to people from, it's a global reach, And in today's world where everything is going digital, it would be a great disservice to yourself to not take advantage of this industry. Is a very big cake. All we're asking you to do is take a piece, take a slice
Yes.
of it.
Yes.
It's more
Mm-hmm.
than enough to go around. And with a digital business that runs primarily online
Mm-hmm.
through automation, you gain time flexibility and freedom. It allows you to work from anywhere at any
Mm-hmm.
time. And
Yeah.
there's a supportive community, and
Mm-hmm.
the comprehensive training that empowers you regardless of your experience, regardless of your technical skills. And I mean, with that, what else do you need? Success is just at the tip of your fingers.
Right.
However,
Yeah.
it's important. I want to mention this because a lot of people think that when we say, oh, I'm a digital marketer, or they think it is a get rich quick scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me just do this disclaimer that this business is not a get rich quick scheme. No, it is not. It is about building something that is sustainable and meaningful over time. It is not a business that is going to fizzle out anytime soon.
Yes.
So you
Mm-hmm.
are building a legacy. And
Correct.
like every other person knows, success requires true dedication. It
Yes.
requires learning. It
Mm-hmm.
requires consistent effort. You have to
Mm-hmm.
show up. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be consistent. You have to do the work. You have to
Correct.
put in the effort. And
Mm-hmm.
when you have done all of this, when you have ticked all of those boxes, you now get the reward. And trust me, the reward is worth it. It's very, very much worth it. All you have to do is stay committed. And remember, we're building a future. It is not chasing quick gains. We don't want quick results. Quick results, you will lose it as quickly as it
Yes.
comes. That's the same
I
way
like
you will
that.
lose it. But
Mm-hmm.
but when you take your time to learn the process, what we
Mm-hmm.
teach you here is what you can replicate in every walks of life. So
Yes.
anywhere you find yourself, you can
Mm-hmm.
repeat the same process because it is knowledge based. Trust me, I didn't know anything about the digital space when I came in, but see me today, you
Yeah.
know? So,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, trust me, that's it. That's what online marketing is about.
Right. Right.
But you have to be
Yeah.
patient, do the work.
Correct. Yeah, digital business is not a new concept. I mean, I know that
No,
I have heard about the e-commerce back in the mid 90s. I heard, yeah, it was 1997, Big Sack. There was this company promoting e-commerce at the time already. So this is not a new concept, running business
mm,
online. And you mentioned about automation. I mean,
yeah.
flexibility, portability. I mean, these are the
That's the
things that
sweetest
make
part of this business, the
easy to run.
automation.
And
Oh
yeah,
my
I mean,
goodness.
seriously, you can be like vacationing, somewhere, and you're doing the business because you can respond to
Yeah,
inquiries.
yeah.
You can run your Facebook page. That's a lifeline to the
Mm-hmm,
business, right? If you're going to
mm-hmm.
scroll anyway on the Facebook page, make sure it counts towards your family's legacy, right? Make it
Exactly,
like
exactly.
income producing scrolling time hours on your Facebook. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to spend time really efficiently, and especially like we have mentioned, in just a few days it's going to be September already, and we want to make sure that the next year, I mean, we're not going to be in the same spot, like
Yeah,
back in November, January 1. Okay, so everyone watching this live and watching this later, will watch this later. Please register on Catherine's website if you're following her, or on mine if you're following me, because we have webinars on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We really invite you to register because that's where everything starts. And when you watch the webinar,
yeah,
please, you can write down questions that you will have, and reach out, ask questions, because we have the answers for you.
yeah,
Because that's only the first step. And we're gonna walk you through the entire process. It's not really a difficult process to start this business.
yeah,
You have to watch. We really want you to watch the pre-coaching videos. It's not the same as the webinar, because that's where you're going to see the full uh, movie. The beauty of the business and how big we are, and the results of this business bringing to a lot of people. I mean, seriously, like they were just like you and me, regular people, and now they're like up there. I mean, the thing is that with our business, we have access to the same training. Isn't that beautiful?
yes,
So yeah, they
yes,
leave this
yes,
trail behind for us to follow. So yeah. And okay, so like I said, just go to Catherine's website to register on mine, if you're following me. Okay, now Catherine, what other advice, pieces of advice do you want to give to anyone still wondering, if this is for them, if they can even do it? Maybe some, there are those who have been in the webinar, thinking about doing the next step. What do you advise them?
Well, I would say that it's completely normal to have doubts and fears when you're considering something new, especially when it involves stepping out of your comfort zone. You might be worried about whether you have the right skills, enough time, or if it's the right fit for you. But you never know until you check it out, right? Here's the thing, every successful person started right where you are today. You've heard my story. I had my doubts, and yeah, I I thank God that even though it took me a while, I thank God I was able to redirect myself to something that would really align and work with well for me. Now, as regards your questions and uncertainties, it's not peculiar to you. We all have those kind of things. The difference is I chose to take action. Every successful person you see today chose to take action. So what is up to you? In our community, you're never alone. We have a robust system in place for from comprehensive training to a network of like-minded individuals who are eager to help you succeed. Whether you're tech savvy or whether you're just starting out, our community is designed to meet you wherever you are, and we guide you every step of the way. That is why you have a mentor, that is why you have a coach, so that people who have gone ahead of you can put you through. Okay, so we believe in empowering you with the tools and knowledge and encouragement that you need to turn your goals into reality. Don't waste your time just wondering, or staying on the fence and letting doubts or that little negative voice tell you you're not able, you're not capable. At the end of the day, your choices will either stop you or make you unstoppable. So it is your choice to make. If you want to change your life, you have to do something different, right? This is an opportunity you have today before you to build something meaningful, something that aligns with your values, that allows you to achieve the freedom and flexibility that you desire. Don't let fear hold you back from the future that you deserve. No, take that step today. Take the first step. Watch the webinar. That is your first step. I tell
Mhm.
people, if you cannot give yourself 90 minutes, if you cannot invest 90 minutes of your time in something that is capable of changing your life, then maybe you're not ready. The first step is for you to watch the webinar, have an understanding, so that when you're coming into the community, you're coming in with an understanding of what is expected of you, so that way you can give your best. All right, so that's it from me, Emily. I mean, come in, watch the webinar, come in, check out the business opportunity, see if it is the right fit for you, and make your decision. Take action.
Wow, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Catherine. By the way, I would like to say hello to Wilma. She is my teammate, the rising teammate in our team. And
Ah,
Tilly Akua Forkuo says hello, watching, highly recommended.
oh.
Thank you so much for watching this live.
Hi, Matilda.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, like you said, at the end of the day, our choices will either make us or break us.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. And so that boils down to saying success is you. Success
Yeah,
is you.
yeah. And
And
the only thing stopping you is you.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. To grow
Yeah.
or big or not, being stagnant, it's us. It's really is dependent on
Mm-hmm.
us. And
True.
so, we really are the architects, of our future. So as the architects, we are the ones who create the design. So what do we want to see in the future? I mean, is it building legacy to pass down generation to generations? Because in our community, this business, it has a capacity to pass it down many generations. So we are doing something
True.
now, but it's going to benefit so many generations down. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So is what you're doing, your choices going to empower your family tree, and also other people. So you have to really make this, conscious effort to think about these things, because we are here for a reason. We are here to educate, to inspire, and to share stories, because we know life is difficult already, so many challenges left and right, and we just want to help others to have a backup plan, because I've been there. It's difficult not to have one in place, and that's why I've been like passionate about sharing this business, because I know it works. It's working. If not, I mean, why are we like over 200,000 now? So again, we invite you to go to Catherine's website to register for the webinar if you're following her, or mine if you're following me, and just get excited again about the future. Dream again. If you have dreams already, revisit those dreams, because in this is your business, we can help you take them to flight. So, okay, last
Yeah.
word from Catherine.
Yeah. The last word from me is
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
for you to be very intentional about your tomorrow. Yesterday is
Mm-hmm.
gone. Today
Yeah.
is right here before you. An opportunity
Mm-hmm.
has been presented, has been placed before you. What you do today is what
Mm-hmm.
will determine your tomorrow. You cannot change yesterday, but you can change today, tomorrow, by making a decision today. The choice is all yours.
That's beautiful. And you mentioned something. I also mentioned something about, this being a godsend. If they keep seeing this
Oh,
on their news feed, maybe it's telling them something, right? Because
yes.
I don't
Yes.
believe in coincidences. I believe in God incidences. So
True.
there you
True.
go. It is Friday, and we want for everyone to, think about the future today. And by going to your website or to mine to register for the webinar, because they can register anytime. We're going to have the webinars again on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you all so much for watching this live, and to anyone watching to watch us later, thank you all so much, and many blessings. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe, everyone. And thank you, Catherine, for
Thanks
the
for
time.
having me, Emily.
You're
Yeah.
amazing.
All
We're
right.
so pleased
You
to have
too.
you
It
on
was
the show
nice meeting
today.
you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. Many blessings.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.